Hi everyone and welcome back to the Big Bods. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You join me today for an update on the studio situation and how the improvements to that are going. So let's head straight in there. So my last state of the Lego Studio video, it was pretty much the same state as this because I'm recording this just after that. And I popped to Ikea to pick up some things to try and ease the pain. I have to give this table back to my mum, so I haven't bought a new table. I've gone instead for the trolleys. So this is the trolley I showed you in my last video. Or it's not, it's the same size as the one that I showed you in my last video. Please ignore the minifigures that I trod on earlier, which was quite painful. But this is the one that I showed you last time. And it sort of just about fits under this table if I wanted to. But I actually didn't buy those for this room. I bought that one for my daughter's room. I've actually supersized it. So let me show you the difference in size between these two trolleys, whilst also trying to move the trolleys around. Right, so I've gone for sort of the Big Daddy version. So it's taller. The containers themselves, each layer is wider, deeper, longer, all of those things. So I'm hoping that's going to give me more space. And it does come up, you can see, like, if I go from here, it's taller than my table, quite considerably. So it's going to go along this space here, where the pop-up table is. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a pop-up table to go over the top of these. But again, it doesn't matter, I can just wheel them out of the room while I'm doing my work. The point of the table is it's pop up, record, pop down. And then I can bring the trolleys back in and they'll be using up that space anyway. But I have had another idea and I'll just go grab it and show you what that is. So these trolleys come with, they're clearly designed for the kitchen, but they come with like little chopping boards that you can put on the top. And that provides you a surface. So I've got two of the trolleys of this size and two of the chopping boards, and we're going to see if we can get by with just the trolleys. So if I build a big set on here and I need the space to film, then I quickly move the set onto these trolleys. So big sets will have to go across two trolleys and hope that they're secure and that works, and smaller sets can just go on the top. So that's our current plan of thinking. I'm recording this as like the day I've bought these trolleys, but I'm going to give it a couple of weeks to see how it goes and I'll report back as part of the same video. So I guess we're going to fast forward in time, but first of all I'm going to try and pick up all of this stuff that's on the floor and put it in these trolleys to see if I can make a difference in here and get it a bit more tidy. First, let's quickly talk about what else I got from Ikea on this trip. Yes, okay, I got meatballs. It's too hard to resist the meatballs. But that cake there, that's a passion fruit cake, far too rich. It was a bad idea. So anyway, we got some trays. They're the Kuddis trays, as recommended by Brick Snaps on Instagram. So I thought they would be quite good for sorting. And in fact, we took our Taj Mahal apart recently, and that's what we used to sort. I think I could do with more compartments for sorting, but I can see this coming into its own when you're sort of doing building and you want to grab a whole bunch of parts and lay them out. Have your big plates in the big compartments and the smaller pieces in the smaller compartments, obviously. So I'm excited about these, and they stack okay inside each other, but they are a bit of a nightmare to put somewhere because they're so large. Obviously, I also bought Ziplock bags from Ikea because they do such great ones with the double locking system. Means your parts don't ever end up on the floor, and it's a staple purchase when I go there. So that's all the other stuff that we got, and let's head in and see where we're at now. Okay, so I left you saying that I was going to try and pick up all the stuff off the floor and get it tidy in the room and use those trolleys. So some things may have changed, and I'll open the room and I'll let you see quite how we've gone. But first, new pictures. I've got some funky little things and another note saying that my daughter loves me. So I do like the way she decorates my door. I think it's very cute. So let's take a look. Be prepared. Be very prepared. Look how much tidier it is in here. Oh, it's so much better. Oh, it's not. It's really not. In fact, I'd say it's gotten a lot worse. by like quite a considerable mile. I mean, I came in here to film this video and my chair is covered. My laptop keyboard is even covered. I mean, there's no working in here right now. So the reason for this, if you haven't been paying attention to like podcasts and live streams and things where we've been talking about what's coming up, is that we are working on a mock for this weekend at the Great Western Brick Show in Swindon. And so Ian is using my creative space as his creative space. And we work quite differently, it would seem. So he works in chaos and I cannot stand it. And I don't know how I can make videos in this room. So that's why I'm making this video, because there's no way I can make anything other than this and show you the appalling state. So he's just working hard and he's doing a good job. I won't show you a close-up of the mock because if you're coming to the show, I don't want to spoil it for you. He's done a good job of sort of hiding it with the surround. It's looking really good, but I don't think my studio is looking good at all. So we've got Duplo and spare parts down here. I assume he had a part explosion of white pieces down here. I don't know why they're all over the floor. The trays that I showed you that we used to part out the Taj Mahal was looking pretty good, but also now all over the floor and in no way organised. But the trolleys themselves, if I can get to them, I picked up all the parts and they are now in here. So I've got, in this one are sort of minifigures for videos that I haven't filmed. And then at the bottom are minifigures for things that have gone up into the city, so that if I need to find those and put those out, that's ready to go. This is all of the spare parts that need to head up to our parts collection. Probably shouldn't tell Ian about that because he'll start stealing them. And then I've got these boxes here that are quite handy to sort of put around the top to give me extra space. Makes manoeuvring the trolley slightly harder, but such is life. Ian has moved a set onto here. I've got a box of minifigures as well. Under there is some elf sets. This is all our stunt stuff, waiting for me to make a video about the stunt stuff. And then I think I've got some dots storage just under here and some base plates hiding in there. So they are definitely giving me a lot more space and storage, but I haven't got to the point where I can put them where they're meant to go alongside my table, because let's ignore the crisp packets down there. That's where we eat whilst we're working. Mainly me. Yeah, I've not got to the point where I can reel them out because Ian then took over my space. So it's not the update I was hoping for, but it is an update. So I will keep you posted. I cannot tell you whether the chopping boards are working out because I've not really moved anything onto them yet. But once this beast of a mock is out, I will definitely give it a go. So I hope you enjoyed a little sneak peek behind the scenes again. I do like to be very open and honest with how it is in our house when it comes to Lego. I'm not going to show you the rest of my house, probably best. So let me know what you thought of the way the trolleys are working out. Also, don't forget, if you can get to the Great Western Brick Show, come and find us and see the mock in person. If you want to see any of our previous behind the scenes videos, then I'll link those up at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.